So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Now, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, you notice how everything feels that little bit different, Peter. The atmosphere too, whether through decibel levels or the sense of purpose, because this is the ultimate battle for survival now.
And the losers go home.
Nobody wants that.
Things already rolling. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Dembele. That'll be a throw-in. It has been a rather gentle affair so far.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
There's the header! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Great vision. Shoots! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No goals as yet. Cherki, not the most accurate pass. Tunisia are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point.
Great chance! And he's done it! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Tunisia have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's there to clear it.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
This looks promising. Chouameni.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Akliouche. And it's hoisted clear. And he's taking no chances there. And that's a throw-in. Chouameni simply refused to be outdone there. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dembele! And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's with the keeper. And here's Dembele. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Tunisia do have a chance to counter here. Nice bit of trickery. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aims beyond the defence.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. A probing pass. And that has been knocked clear. Chips it through. That's the keeper's ball. Cherki. Akliouche. That's a good foray he's making. Dembele. This is Dembele. And he can thump it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Looking here to chip it through.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
The final seconds now. And it's Akliouche. Cherki. Dembele.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Merci à tous d'accueillir vos
France
joueurs.
currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So, half-time in the opener. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Cherki. That is Conte. Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Ball's gone out of play. Upamecano producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Threads one in. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Akliouche. Oh, it's Dembele. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Looking to play him in. Space for him to turn and look. That is lovely. And that is headed for the middle. Brilliantly cut out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And it's Akliouche. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
France have their second corner
Le
now.
numéro 11.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Koundé. France still have the cards to affect this game.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Conte. And it's Tchouaméni. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, well played, well played. Doué.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's in a great position here. He has found the way through. It's a loose ball. Great challenge, time to perfection. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. France very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Akliouche powering forward here. And he welcomes it in. Decent chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 20.
Into the last 5 minutes. Olise. And here's Mateta.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Mbappe. France have reached the now or never stage. Saliba gets on his bike and on the move. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Olise, expertly cut out, really nicely done. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And as is so often the case, their tournament ends not in a bang, but... So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, this is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, Peter, I think...
Impressive jump! He's given the time to pick a pass. Tunisia are looking to go forward now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mbappe. That's a lovely pass. Cleared away. That's a throw. That is Conte. Played out wide. Great vision. Oh, that was vital. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Not the most accurate pass. Akliouche. Cherki. Mbappe. Dembele. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Koundé. It's Hernandez. Now Mbappe. Cherki. Oh, this looks sharp. And that's a good ball. Well, that looks a deep chance for a shot! Goal! France! And France are in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, registering that crucial first goal has now given them more incentive and motivation to take this on.
Applies the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
France have their second corner now. That has been knocked clear. And it's Koundé. And the finish! France currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. That's good running with the ball. 30 minutes gone. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's in a great position here. Chance! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe. Dembele, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. France are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Conte and Cherki played down the flank. It's a goal kick. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Akliouche. Chouameni, well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Can he spark a counter here? Just eases him off the ball. Conte. And it's Hernandez. Dembele. And that is expertly dealt with.
Une minute.
That's put paid to the danger. Cherki! And he can thump it away. So a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Chers spectateurs,
France
je
just
vous rappelle
ahead
que
then
les agents
as we reach
et les
45
hôtesses
minutes.
vous attendent à la boutique du
I
club.
think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
So, half-time in the opener. France can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. The second half is up and running.
France can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Dembele! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Chouameni. Conte. No, he's not getting past him there. Could move up a gear here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he get on the end of this? He's shifting through the... Big chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Cherki. And he's forced to go back. And it's Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele getting up there! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
France are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And he's picked it up out wide.
Tunisia really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Akliouche. And here's Dembele. Akliouche. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Hernandez, who does have an assist to his name. Mbappe. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 11.
Ah, he's given it away. And he's had it nicked away. Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Conte. Koundé. And it's Akliouche. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Changement en cours.
Brilliantly cut out.
Tunisia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
More and more pressure on the ball here. And they've got rid. Kante gets a foot in here. France still ahead by the game's only goal. Foot in. Dembele. Over to the right flank. Akliouche providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Conte. France close now to seeing this one through to the end. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the counter is on.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
1 minute.
The final seconds now. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France have done it. They are indeed through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
France really were never under any serious threat of losing. Ultimately, it's a case of a win under their belt.
So welcome to another round of thrills and spills that comes with the territory of knockout football of the highest order, where we're about to witness a clash of two sides both passionately supported and unashamedly single-minded in their quest to make the final 8. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It's that familiar feeling again, Jim Beglin. Unerring focus, steely drive.
Yes, Peter, I think this is probably the round where you get a serious indication as to who the serious candidates are, who has the momentum.
And of course there are tactical considerations to take into account.
Yeah, that too. All factors that will have a hand in today's outcome.
Things already rolling. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Tacho makes the interception. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to get it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
This looks promising. And he's managed to get free. And he was quick to react. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, what else can we say about this fella, Moises Caicedo? He'll be extremely busy just shifting the ball all over the place as a 6 or an 8. We've seen him do that an awful lot. But it's what he does without the ball, for me, that makes him priceless. I mean, rarely do you see someone who can disrupt opposition play as cleverly as he can, and he will be a key factor.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. What's going wide left? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Nice interception, well timed. Showing good feet. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Koundé.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Tries to pass it through. Caresses it through. And he's gone looking for safety. And smartly reclaimed. Caicedo. At Valencia. Cherki. Half an hour played now. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Cherki. And it's Conte. Mbappe. And that's a danger. It's Dembele! Goal, France!
Gol de Francia, convertido en el minuto 35. Número 9.
France penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Incapuyi. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Akliouche. Now it's Valencia.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Valencia. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. And that is expertly dealt with. And the counter is on. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that is one way to stop him. Saliba.
Se agregará un
It's
minuto al
Hernández.
tiempo reglamentario.
Now Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. France go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
France leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
France can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Chance! And that's a tiny finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
France are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Oh, shooting chance! And there's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Caicedo. And now the breakaway. Mbappe. And this is Dembele. Akliouche. Mbappe. Well, that looks a decent ball. Gets his head on it! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. Ecuador are back in business. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Oh, what a game we have on our hands here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Chouameni. Well, what about it? France are hurt by just about the final punch. Looking to play him in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. France are looking to go forward now. Dembele is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made the decision to get tighter.
Hernandez. Oh, well played, well played. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
And they can counter here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Dembele. And that's been won straight back. Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem we're headed for extra time here, unless, of course, there is one last dramatic twist.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 13. Número 19. Número 14. Entran. Número 16. Número
Mbappe.
11. Número 20.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Se está realizando un cambio.
France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Hernandez.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, it's come loose. And that has been knocked clear. Now there's a... Mateta! Goal! France! And they're back in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Número 6.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
France with the lead.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Long ball upfield. Very much into the last
Se van a
knockings.
jugar 4 minutos de
Now it's
compensación.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Mateta, aimed beyond the defence, and the through ball, and into the grateful arms of the keeper. It's a pretty loose pass. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. France are starting to look good, very good. They're certainly looking like a team with confidence, a winning team. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
France really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a